In the estimation of the sailors themselves, at the onset of the full-scale invasion, the Russian Navy was 12 times stronger than its Ukrainian counterpart. Nevertheless, the Ukrainian Navy achieved remarkable successes, sinking the Moskva, liberating the strategic Snake Island, and targeting Russian bases and airfields in occupied Crimea. And now the Ukrainian Marines are reclaiming their land. How did the Ukrainian Navy achieve such successful operations despite such a significant enemy advantage?
They thought there was no Ukrainian Navy. Within a week or two after the invasion, they reported to Putin that the Ukrainian Navy had been destroyed. Let them continue to think so, but they miscalculated.
Following the full-scale invasion, the Ukrainian Navy faced the task of defending a coastline stretching 2,700 kilometers, including 1,700 kilometers of maritime borders. However, Ukraine did not possess substantial naval force for this task. There were several patrol boats, including 3 Island-class boats provided to Ukraine by the United States a few years prior. Ukraine also possessed artillery boats, medium and small landing ships, and other vessels. The Russian fleet's objectives were to gain control over the Black and Azov Seas, seize the critical ports of Odessa and Mykolaiv, and land in southern Ukraine. But did they succeed? The day after the full-scale invasion, Ukrainians successfully repelled a Russian landing attempt near Kobleve in the Mykolaiv region. Following this, all potential landing areas were swiftly mined, and coastal artillery was carefully prepared. No further significant landing attempts were made. The Russian fleet's only achievement was the capture of the strategically important Snake Island. However, even this event became renowned for the heroism displayed by the Ukrainians and their defiant message to the 200-meter-long Moskva cruiser: Russian warship, go f*** yourself. Nevertheless, on June 30th, 2022, the Ukrainians reclaimed control of the island. And then the flagship of the Russian fleet did what everyone wanted. The Ukrainians destroyed the Moskva with 2 Neptune missiles developed in-house. This marked the first time in over a century that Russia lost the flagship of its fleet. But did the Ukrainians really prevail over Russia to such an extent? The success of the Ukrainian Navy was hardly predictable. They faced their first setback in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, where numerous Ukrainian ships and units were stationed. In contrast, the Black Sea Fleet was the most powerful in Russia. It comprised 6 submarines, 6 large surface ships, including a missile cruiser, 36 other vessels, including landing ships, as well as service crafts, aircraft, and marines. The Neptune strike on the Moskva and the delivery of American Harpoon anti-ship missiles forced Russian ships to keep their distance from the Ukrainian coast. Additionally, the world witnessed the first extensive use of surface drones, which likely inflicted damage on the Black Sea Fleet's new flagship, Admiral Makarov. This attack on a heavily defended military base in Sevastopol demonstrated that Russian ships cannot feel secure even within harbors. According to the Ukrainian General Staff, a total of 18 enemy ships and boats were destroyed. Consequently, Russia's once mighty fleet is now primarily focused on blocking trade in the Black Sea and launching daily missile attacks on peaceful Ukrainian cities from the sea. The significance of the Navy extends beyond the sea. The Marines were defending Mariupol, safeguarding Mykolaiv, and battling for Snake Island. Presently, they are making successful advances in eastern Ukraine. During the summer of 2023, it was the Marines who liberated the villages of Storozheve and Makarivka. Near Vuhledar, where the battle has persisted for over 13 months, Ukrainian forces emerged victorious against the elite 155th Marine Brigade of the Russian Army. Recognizing the effectiveness of Ukrainian soldiers, in May 2023, President Volodymyr Zelensky announced the establishment of a separate Marine Corps. The Marines are versatile fighters capable of operating various military equipment, utilizing different types of weapons, and engaging in warfare on land, sea, and in the air. Achieving such versatility is attained through rigorous training. In addition to intense physical exercise, soldiers undergo psychological training to be fully prepared to the battlefield. Following the basic course, Marines undertake advanced training that includes practice in helicopter and aircraft landings, conducting attacks and defenses with equipment, reconnaissance operations, and more. The final exam is a special obstacle course by the end of which they must beat the instructors in hand-to-hand combat. The Marines, together with other Navy units, continue to liberate their homeland's land, sky, and water.